Oh, that's why. There's no cushion on this chair.
Oh yeah, because all the water got spilt on it from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's why I was kind of uncomfortable at the end of that stream.
You needed to be uncomfortable. And we're live! We're live playing Jump Drive. Oh, I forgot to say that. Oh, whatever. We're live playing Jump Drive, designed by Tom LeMan, which is it's set in the Race for the Galaxy world, and it's essentially like a Race for Galaxy. I don't know if I want to say light. Race for Galaxy fast, something like that. The Race for the Galaxy.
It's Sprint for the Galaxy.
It is a sprint for the galaxy. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, it's the engine building of Race without the pesky trying to figure out other people's actions to slow down your engine.
Yeah. It's a jump drive. It's not an engine builder. Oh, I get it. Oh, Tom, did you do that on purpose? That's pretty smart. Cool. So I'm just gonna say, you might have noticed, we did not punch all the victory point tokens because when we got this game and when we first played it, we were on a trip, we were on vacation, and we did not have baggies to put all the tokens in, and we didn't want them like going everywhere in case the game opened in our suitcases. So if we need more victory points during this game, we will punch more victory points. But
I thought you were going to say we will punch Steve. I don't know.
we will punch Steve if we need more points. Okay. So, first things first, there are 4 different types. No, there's cards. So there are special survey team cards which have a orange, jump drivey back. You're gonna put out 1 for each player, so we have 2 because there's 2 of us. Then there are 4 starting hands that have numbers on them that match in the upper right corner. They're very tiny.
Like letters, sort of.
Yeah. Divide the starting hands up and then shuffle them. Well, randomize them and then randomly give them to each player. So, thank you. The ones that are not in use, I think, just go back in the box. Then there are player aid cards. Everybody can have a player aid card. It's pretty fast. You don't need it. Then there are victory point tokens everywhere. These are explorer tokens. They just go in the center of the table where everybody can access them. The victory point tokens you probably recognize from Race or Roll from the Galaxy. And then we're ready to go. So shuffle the main deck really flipping well, and away we go. So Steve kind of mentioned it earlier. So there's no action following in this game. In this game you have 2 options. Well, you don't even really have 2 options on your turn. On your turn, Steve was calling the cat. That's how you call the cat in our house, you do a hand motion. Because if you make a noise, the dog hears it. Yeah. I see you sitting up with your ears all perked. Uh-huh. I think Ichi responds to animals and species names other than her own more than her own name. Yeah. Looking a little... You're looking very draw me like a French girl right now, Corgi. Did you know that? Like, draw me like one of your French dogs? Isn't she?
What did I do?
I don't know what you did, but it was apparently bad. You spilt water on her yesterday, or Tuesday. Anyway, in this game, there's no, hand of cards where you select an action. There's no, you either develop or you build a world, or you develop and build a world. Like, that's your option. Alternatively, you can take an explorer token, which lets you look at cards. But, what you're going to do is, at the beginning of a turn, everybody's going to simultaneously pick 1 card. They're going to put it face down. Then they're going to flip it and do what it is. So if it's a development, you're going to build it by discarding the number of cards from your hand, as is denoted in the upper left corner of the card. And if you are only building a development that round, you can discard 1 less card. If it is a world, which is the circle icon, you still have to discard that quantity shown. if it's in black. If the text is in black ink, you discard the number of cards shown. And if you are only building a world this round, you get to draw a bonus card for developing a world. Then there is an option if you want to develop a colony and build a world. You can do both on a turn, but you don't get bonuses from either. So you don't get a discount on the building of development, and you don't get a bonus card for drawing. So yeah. There is no lead and follow in this. It's just you're either developing, or you're building a world, or you're doing both. But that's it. It doesn't really matter what your opponent's doing at all in this game. There is still military, if you're familiar with that. Do you need something? Did you take Mucinex? Do you need Tylenol? Do you need water? Do you need a cough drop?
Maybe.
Do you need me to stop asking? I don't know where my bag of cough drops went. Is it right there? There you go. Go for the Fisherman's Wharf. There are military. So if you develop a world that has the ink in red, that is a military world, and you cannot discard cards to build it, you must have... What?
What if you develop one that's the ink in gold?
No. You must have... I don't even get the joke you were trying to make.
If it has the ink in gold.
I don't get it.
The press your luck game where
I don't get it. No, I seriously don't get the joke you're trying to make.
ink in gold.
I don't get the joke you're making.
The ink on the card is in gold instead of in red.
Oh,
it's the ink in
God,
gold.
that's where you were going? Jeez. That I don't think you're sick enough. I don't think you're sick enough. Physically. I think mentally you're sick plenty. Anyway, certain cards will give you a +1 red planet icon thingy. That's your military power. If you're trying to build a world that is a military power, you need to have equal to or greater than the number denoted in the circle. So, there we go. Okay. You know, I'm trying to teach... People come and watch these videos to learn how to play games when they're not hanging out in the chats. And it's just you interrupting me with really bad jokes.
You can learn and laugh at the same time.
Or groan.
It's Tiffany and Steve Learn and Laugh. Jump Drive by Tom Lehman.
No. Okay.
Also, the cat melted.
The cat is melting, yes. This is how you ended up in water. Oh, goodness. If you do not want to play a card from your hand on your turn, if you cannot or you choose not to play a card from your hand, you can take an Explore tile. When you take an Explore tile, the iconography makes no flipping sense at all. But essentially, you get to draw 5 plus however many... I don't even, the iconography doesn't help at all. I've thought of the iconography so many times.
I don't want to say anything because I'll get it wrong.
Here we go. You draw 2 plus the number of eyes that you have in your tableau to look at. And then you mix it with your hand, and then you have to discard the number of eyes that you have. So, and then the token gives you 3 eyes. Which is the really, weird things. So
it's draw a bunch, discard all but 2, but you're discarding from your hand, so you could keep all the new ones and discard your junk.
Yeah, so basically, it's really flipping weird. Basically, you draw 5 cards, plus however many eyeball icons you have that on things you've already built. Then you have to discard all but 2 of them. Or no, you have to discard the same quantity that you drew minus 2.
But including the ones in your hand.
Yeah, so you draw the cards, you mix them in your hand, and then you have to discard however many you drew minus 2. So if I drew 7 cards, I mix them all in my hand, and then I have to discard 5 cards. Like, it's really weirdly written, and the icon makes no sense. And the player aid card also makes no sense.
And there's only 8 of those tiles in the game. I think the last time we played, we were a little gun shy and we didn't do it at all.
We didn't need to. But if you take one of these tiles, you flip over to the asterisk sides because they're limited. So we can only do this weird thing 8 times total in the game between the 2 of us. If we were playing with 4 players, it would obviously be a little bit more constrained. But there you go.
What was survey team?
Oh, so alternatively, you can do survey team, which is development, and you can. So everybody you can build one survey team a game, basically. So if you don't want to build the development from your hand, but you want to build the development, you can build the survey team card, and it basically gives you 2 explorers and a military action, and so it's like a gimme. It's like, oh, you want to do exploring thing? There we go. So there you go. So after we've played the cards, we've paid for the cards, we've like explored or not explored, then what we do is we see if anybody, we score. We will score every round, always. So on the bottom of the card, there's like a little gray box, and in the gray box, there's a tiny version of a victory point token in that gray box right there, and there's a number next to it, so you will score points for the number. Some of them are more interesting, like this one is like 2 points per galactic trendsetter. So you score the points, you add them to your tableau. If anybody has 50 or more points, the game will end. Whoever has the most points wins. Otherwise, you move on to the income phase. So the income phase is in that little box. There is a card with a money symbol in it. You draw that number of cards, like total, that you have in your tableau, and then you play another round. So there you go. There's a hand limit of 10, so you draw all the cards you need to draw, and then you discard down to 10. And that is the game. So there. So let's play it.
By the way, these these look like letters, but they're upside down. They're right side up in the lower corner, and they're upside down in the upper right corner. It looks like an upside down A. That's a weird symbol. It was an upside down A.
Oh, this is an upside down D. There we go. Okay, let's play.
Who goes first?
Heads or tails?
Asterix.
You go first.
Because it's an asterisk.
Nice. So Kabuki Kid says that never take the Explorer icon because you basically lose a turn to take a bunch of cards. So, yeah.
And this game is all about just massively powerful
It's so fast.
engine.
You go. And the starting hands that they give you are very much for things. They're for things.
So do we place secretly? I forget. Oh, or is it just its turn? Sorry. Right? Yeah.
What is this hand? We just simultaneously put face down, and then we simultaneously reveal. Sorry, I'm just looking at the ridiculousness that is this hand.
So it didn't matter that I go first.
Yeah, no, it doesn't at all. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna do that. Go with me, guys. Pick a card. Come on. Come on. Alright. Steve is gonna survey team too. So we both survey teams. And nobody gets any points. Yay!
Oh, and it's pay 1 card fewer. I got it.
Yeah, so it's free. And then we both get an income of 1. Yay! That's the best! Cool. Alright, I'm ready. I'm gonna try a thing. I don't know. We're gonna see how it works. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This is my energy hype before I crash. I'm doing Space Marines!
You do have to kind of say that, right? Everything.
Space Marines! And I discard 1 card.
I'm gonna pay the cost of that.
Okay, income of 1.
And then I drew a card after doing that. And then I get
They
an
use
income of
the
1,
art
and I get 1 victory point.
from all of the other Race for the Galaxy things, which is great. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. Cool. Alright, I'm ready.
I am also ready.
Flip it. Flipsy dipsies.
I shouldn't have played this card.
Formal penal colony.
What?
Draw a card because if it's a
No,
planet.
no, former penal colony.
That's what I said. Former.
You said formal penal
Oh,
colony,
no, I
which
meant-
is
I said-
amazing. I'm sorry, Ms. Kairos. You're gonna have to return to your cell. This isn't a smart casual penal colony. It's a formal penal colony.
It's basically like the cruise all over again. Ah! Okay.
I have to pay 3, so I will.
Oh man. We have fun here. Okay. So I actually get a point now. That's great. So it snowballs. So Steve got a point last time.
I'll discard these 3.
From nothing. Oh,
Artist
from
one.
that. And now on this round, he's gonna get 3 points because he gets that income plus, or that points plus that points.
But I only get 1 income.
Yes, and I get 2 income, which is great. Nice. All right.
I think I may have screwed myself. No.
We'll find out
No, I
next
didn't.
time. You ready?
Yep.
Do-do-do-do. Galactic Advertisers.
Adaptable uplift race. It only costs 2 military. I have 4. The adaptable uplift race bows before my powerful dropships with their survey team full of artists from the artist colony.
You have a military power for.
It's basically Bob Ross and military dropships.
Great. All right, I'm gonna pay for it with that.
And then I get.
Cool. So I now get still 1
So I
point.
drew a card after playing that, and then I get 2 income.
And then I will get
And I get 4.
5
So I put
cards.
1 back.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm excited. Cool. All right. Here we go. I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready. I do know tops and tails. I don't know the XYY penal colony though. I don't get that joke. Galactic Trendsetters, which costs 1 less, so I only have to pay 3. So I will play
Tourist world costs.
3, and then I get a card
Oh, I still have to play 1. Wait, why is the Galactic Trendsetters less?
because I have Galactic Advertisers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh my god.
It makes perfect sense.
3 for that.
I don't understand why you're groaning. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna discard.
So I get
There's
1
3.
point plus 2 points per thingy, so I get 3 points. Yay!
I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I get 5. I'll get a 10.
You're supposed to like do it because all you do is you get the points plus your new card. Like that's all you do.
You're supposed to do what?
You get 1 point this round. You got 3 points this round, so you should have 3 here. Then you get 4 points this round because you get 3 plus your new 1. So you'd have 4 points here. And then you snowball it. See?
Yeah, I'm making change because I don't want the bank to run out.
Okay. Alright.
And then money, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Money. Cards.
2.
I get 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have to discard a card, and I'll discard that one. Oh my god, this is the best. I'm ready.
What is it? Is it until someone gets points?
50
or-
points. And you're already at 10. Which is terrifying. Alright, are you up? I'm ready. Are you playing 2? A development and a world?
Mhm.
Okay, don't die. Don't die about it.
Okay. I need to.
Oh,
pay.
Alien 3! The penal colony was compromised Oh, comprised exclusively of XYY inmates.
Oh yeah, it was double Y chromo.
Steve literally just watched that movie. Also, I'm playing another Galactic Trendsetters. So there's that. So I get a card, which is great. So then I'll get 3 points, and then 2 points for a Galactic Trendsetter, and 2 points for a Galactic Trendsetter.
Pay 4.
So I get 1 plus 4 there, plus another 4 there. So I get 9 points.
6, 7, 8. So that's giving me 3 turns. So I get 8.
Right.
10.
I'm now using Steve's method to an extent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I draw 9 cards because you only draw up to 10, right?
4, 5. No, you draw everything and then you discard down to 10.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's 5 cards. Those are gone.
What the hell?
The cards? I don't know. The art is from like every
I'm discarding that card.
every Race for the Galaxy expansion, which is pretty awesome. Oh, I should just do that. I'm gonna do that too. Alright. I'm double dipping. You up? You ready? He watched the assembly cut. That's what he watched the other day. Was not the theatrical cut. So.
Yeah, I
And
haven't
then he
seen the.
researched it and learned all the things.
Well, I haven't seen the theatrical cut in like many years, so it was very cool because the assembly cut was actually closer to like the novelization. Okay, fine.
This is jump drive, not sit and loiter drive.
Oh, wow. Let's do it.
Alright. Galactic Trendsetters! And a war propaganda.
New Galactic Order.
So I do
7.
3 and then another 2. So I'll do those 2. I definitely don't want to pay that one, or maybe I do.
Oh no.
I think I'm going to pay those 3. So...
That was a little expensive.
Oh, crap.
2, 3,
Wait,
4,
you paid
5,
that one?
6, 7. Yeah.
Crap. Damn it. 3 points to the person with the highest military. I had that when I played it.
No.
Which is you now, I believe.
Sorry.
Because I have 5. That's how this game works.
Before scoring, is that like, oh, does it just back and forth?
Yes. So you get 3 extra points, by the way. But these are each worth 6 now, so that's 18 points.
So this goes to me?
No.
What? I thought
You get the points.
Oh.
Oh no, give this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. I thought it meant give this as in the
7.
points. So each of my Galactic Trendsetters is worth 6 points. So it's 18 points from them, and then plus just 1 from my former penal colony that really likes to watch the shows that the Galactic Trendsetters put out.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 17.
Steve's gonna win. Steve's gonna win. Okay. Steve's winning a lot this round. Are you?
No, and then income 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
3, 4.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So
I shouldn't have gotten rid of the card that I got rid of. It's fine.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. So that's really annoying because it takes my military away from me. Ugh. I'm ready. I like that now the chat is all talking about Alien.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Alright. And go. Wait.
Wait, no, I have a back.
You said okay.
Um,
I was trying a strategy because of how my hand turned out, and it turns out that it was a bad strategy.
okay.
Alright. Galactic Trendsetter!
Uplift mercenaries and a genetics lab. So I have the military to do that, and then the genetics lab. I have to.
Alright, and I'm also doing Space Marines. How you doing?
Discard one for that. Okay. So now.
Oh gosh.
1, 2,
So each of my Galactic Trendsetters is worth 8.
3, 4, 5.
So 8 times 4,
6, 7, 8.
36 points.
9.
Oh, that's how that grows.
11.
Right?
12.
8 times 4.
13.
8 times 4 is 32.
So that's 13.
Yes. So I got 32 points.
And then I have.
Plus 1.
Does that end the game?
No, I don't know.
Sorry.
No, it does. Well, yes. It does.
2, 3, 4,
But
5.
I'm pretty sure you're also going
6,
to end the
7,
game.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 13 plus 9 is 22.
Cool. Let me make
22. You got. I think you
grown-up
might.
change.
You might have got.
Maybe Galactic Trendsetters
I
paid
think-
off. Alright, I'm changing everything out. So, me doing Galactic Trendsetters all day, every day.
Oh wow. I have 60 on the button.
But in an earthquake, oh, not into the street, but yeah, okay. You have 60?
Yeah.
I have 65.
Wow, Galactic Trendsetters.
Galactic Trendsetters for the way! Yeah, so my starting hand came with 2 Galactic Trendsetters, and then I just drew the other 2 Galactic Trendsetters.
I was one off from throwing down the Alien Guardians. I mean, it's only 7 points, but
Was there another Galactic Trendsetters? Like, how much Trinity?
I had one in my hand. I've discarded them. Yeah, this game is fast. Like it's that round like 3 or 4 that it's just before it starts to get away from you.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay. So if I had managed to get all of the Trendsetters, oh my god, there's 6. That would have been 12 times 6 points. That would have been disgusting. The game definitely would have
That's
ended.
an ender.
It
ends.
would have ended before, because if
Yeah.
I had one more, they
Oh,
would have been
'cause-
10 points each.
And you can only play
which
one
is
a turn.
40.
Yeah.
So it would have, yeah, there's no way. The way it escalated, I was only getting 1 additional point from each one, which is basically the 5. So I think the math on this works where you would get 50 points exactly on a certain round that you played it, right? Because the first one you get 2, and then you get a total of 8, so it's 10. So the first round, I'm going to do this math because I'm curious. So the first round you get 2. Then the next round you get 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then the round after that you get 18. 18.
We're gonna have to shuffle this into this.
Right? Well, not the hand, but because you get 6
Yeah, that's
times
18.
3, which is 18.
And then so you get 8 times 4, which is 32.
And then you get 32. So that's basically, because this right here, that's 50 right there, right?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
No, that's 48. 18 and 36 is 48.
But
Oh, 18 and 32, sorry.
yeah, 18 and 32 is 50.
So that's 50 points on.
And then you get another 10 points from your other ones. So if you just get 4 Galactic Trendsetters, that's 50 points. That's 60 points. So the other 5 points that I got was from my
Oh
former
God.
penal colony. Yes! my formal penal colony won me the game.
Formal penal colony. Because of the trendsetters.
They did, yeah.
It was a trendy, yeah.
That's so funny. Because that was one of my starting hands as well. So.
Did you see, Netters says, unless you said it right, trendsetters would high-five each other, but then they'd have to put down their lattes. Although in this case, they'd be galactic lattes, because they're galactic,
Galactic
space lattes. Kabuki says, regarding Prometheus, if you can get the Blu-ray with the extra, it has hours of extras that really explain it a lot.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. I don't care for the alien world. For not liking it, I've seen a lot of them. Have I seen all of them? No. I haven't seen... Was Alien 2 the one where she's in the machine, the construction machine? Okay, I've seen all of them.
And you saw the one where they were on the Nostromo, and there's the one alien that came aboard, and
then there's the big ring at the end that, like, does the fucking roll across the ground spaceship thing? Or was that Prometheus?
That's Prometheus.
Okay, well, I saw Prometheus. The one where the alien comes aboard.
Because I would argue that's the best one. That's they get a distress call, they go down to the planet, there's like some storms, they go out, they find that ship with the ring in it, because Prometheus was the prequel, basically. Somebody gets infected, and then spoilers happen.
Yes, I've seen that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've seen all of them. But, yeah.
And then you slept through Alien 3, seeing bits of it.
Oh yeah, I have not seen Alien 3. That's the only one I haven't seen, but I slept through it, and I woke up at one point, and that was enough for me. Anyway, and that's Jump Drive! Talking about Alien while we play Jump Drive is pretty fitting. Do you want to get a baggie and we'll,
I do.
Well, punching?
Punch the other ones.
Punch. Where did your survey team go? Did you...
Oh, darn it. It's in that deck somewhere.
You have one job, Steve. One job.
Just because I have the job doesn't mean I need
So you can see it's like Race. It's much faster than Race. It's a lot more consumable. I think it's a great introduction for getting people who have never played Race for the Galaxy or might be really crazy overwhelmed by the iconography. It's a good way to get them to like start looking at the combos of like military and deployment or development and just kind of like going.
You kind of like you don't have enough time in the game.
She's fine. She's fine.
You don't have enough time in the game to do multiple strategy or
you gotta like pick one thing and go with it. But I like how it snowballs. I like that the scoring builds. It is very aptly named because it is.
And it's pretty. I mean, would you say there's basically no player interaction?
There is no. Well, the military card that we found.
The one.
Yeah.
But effectively, it's an engine building race, which is one of the things that Race for the Galaxy and also Roll have is your engine development can be frustrated by the choices of other players. So in this case, it's like there's none of that. You are just building your engine. It's like
you are jumping.
I don't know. It's almost like a sport or a competition version. It's like we're gonna take away all the training wheels and like all the things that would get in your way and just go.
Just effing go. Just play this game. Yeah. Nutter says, I think it took longer to set up the game than to play it. It definitely took me longer to teach it because Steve kept interrupting than it did to play it, for sure. It's very quick, but like Steve and I had this thing, it makes me want to play Race. Mm-hmm. Which we haven't played in a while. But it does, it makes me want to play Race.
One thing that's interesting, like a lot of the fiddly things, there are some kind of, I guess, maybe fiddly things in Race, or at least it feels like that, with just like production and abilities, and they're like that's all stripped out of this, and it makes me kind of pine for like I want the like little.
I want the smaller nuances, the smaller build up, this is a quickie. This is for when you want Race quick. Sometimes you don't want a quickie. Sometimes you want a slow, enjoyable build-up.
And then you watch the Alien 3 assembly cut instead of the theatrical version. One thing that's funny is, so my first time playing Race for the Galaxy was kind of before I got into board gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I played it with a bunch of people who had played it before, and I scored really badly, and I was really turned off by the fact that I was expecting player interaction.
The Race for the Galaxy app is coming out next week. Well, I know what Steve and I will be doing.
But yeah, I was really turned off that there was no action because I had been playing kind of like trashy take that games and stuff because I wasn't in the hobby really at all. But also, there was so much going on with iconography and whether like I didn't really know what to do. So I feel like had my introduction to Race been like Jump Drive, I kind of would have gotten it more, and then I wouldn't have bounced off Race. Because for a while I was like, why would you want to play this? You don't interact with other people at all.
Yeah.
Like I just wasn't used to playing that kind of game. And this is a focused version of that. It's like it kind of hits you over the head with the hammer. Like there's no interaction. You are just.
Well, but I wonder if the fact that if you tried to use this to teach people, to ease people into Race that have never played Race, I wonder if they would get frustrated with needing to see those combos really quickly.
Possibly.
So, I mean, it's if they already have played some board games and they're already like, they get the idea of like trying to find combos to build those kind of like engines or build-ups for maximum points, then this would work. But if they don't get that, if they don't understand that you have to like see a combo, commit to it, and run with it, come hell or high water, they might get really frustrated that the game snowballs so quickly, and if they tried to change course in the middle of the game, like they're gonna lose it.
But then again, I mean, unless someone is super AP, it's fast. You could basically not build a good engine, have the game end, and then look at the engine the other player built. Like there aren't a lot of other mechanics to kind of disguise from that. So maybe if you were teaching someone, they'd be like, in that first game, they'd be like, oh, I see what you did. You did trendsetters, or you did military, or you did card combos. So maybe that is kind of a way to teach it without...
Maybe. Or maybe they'd be really frustrated that I got all the galactic trendsetters and did
right. That. Either they're really frustrated or they'd want to play again. Immediately.
It just kind of depends on the person. So, look at your friend group and that kind of stuff. But the chat has now started discussing horror movies that their parents took them to when they were a kid. My dad let me watch Backdraft with him when I was way too young, and then I had night terrors for a really long time and got a therapist and still have a fear of my house randomly catching on fire. And I own a house now, so it's like worse. So yeah.
I think
that's my emotional traumatizing movie experience.
I think I wasn't super young. I guess I was like 12 when Starship Troopers came out, and I saw it in theaters with my dad. I guess I didn't really realize it was rated R, but it was probably one of the gorier movies I had seen, and also one of the more like
sexual. Isn't there like a really?
Yeah, it's just people showering and
with your dad.
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
Co-ed military showers with your dad when you're 12. Super awkward, But no, but that was kind of like, oh, those, there's all that, that's a lot of blood.
Cornstarch. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So you were not emotionally traumatized by a movie when you were younger? Is that
no?
what
I was emotionally traumatized by an episode of MacGyver.
Is this why you don't like it when I MacGyver shit together? Is this why this happened?
No, it was one of those, like, I walked into the room, like, my folks just had MacGyver on the TV, and he gets, like, all the way into the back of this, like, crypt or tomb or whatever, and they open a sarcophagus, and there's a mummy inside, or, a skeleton inside, which is not accurate.
Yeah.
But then, like, the front of the skull falls off, and because I walked in and just that moment was watching it, I was, like... Because I was pretty young, probably like, 5 or 6 or something, terrified of like mummies or sarcophaguses or anything resembling it.
Oh
wow. So that scarred me.
Okay then.
An episode of MacGyver.
There we go. Also, if you were watching our Imperial Settlers stream, which was the stream we just did, or the video we just did, Ignacy has formally answered because we noticed that there are alpacas in the art with the Aztecs, but the alpacas were with the Incans, not the Aztecs. So historically, it's incorrect. And Ignacy says, they look cool and fun, though, and I am working in the entertainment industry and not the educational industry. So that's the formal answer on that. There you go.
Also, migrations. The continents are next door.
All right. Anyway,
It's homeward
we're
bound.
done. We're done. Nope. We're
Homeward
done.
bound
We're
with
done.
alpacas.
We're done with that conversation. Okay. Thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of Jump Drive, which is the game that we played and should be discussing in this episode. Yeah. So those are our thoughts on Jump Drive. It's quick. It's light. It's race super fast.
Sprint.
It is very aptly named, which I already said. So yeah. Thank you for tuning in and watching. If you're watching live, thanks for chilling and bringing up the fact that Alien is a movie that exists, a movie series, and pointing out that there's a Blu-ray that has awesome features that my husband would like. That's great. Thanks. But thank you for tuning in and watching with us and hanging out. And if you're watching this in the future at another time, thank you for watching this content, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for making it this far through our ramblings. You are truly dedicated. So yeah. Oh, and now Mike Brown jumped in right at the end. Dun dun dun. Yep, it's the end of the bonus stream, Mike. Sorry. Yeah. So the next stream will be Steve was mentioning maybe a solo Saturday something. I work all day Saturday. I guess it kind of depends on the weather and if he takes Xena someplace. And if he's feeling up for it, you're not allowed to go if you're sick.
Yeah.
So if he's feeling up to playing a solo game, he might stream on Saturday. Probably like a solo game that he hasn't streamed before that's maybe a little lighter depending on his fever. Or Thunderbolt Apache Leader?
Maybe. It's partway through. It's
Maybe.
tempting.
Yeah.
I would... Yeah. There are different candidates.
I mean, I see Hostage Negotiator.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of stuff that Steve could stream.
I probably wouldn't jump right to the thing that's like a 3-hour stream, especially because dog wrangling by oneself can be tough on the weekend. So I can't necessarily commit to playing something super long.
Speaking of, the dogs are curled up super cute. They're mirrored currently, almost snuggling for warmth, but not comfortable with enough, and not comfortable enough with each other to actually snuggle for warmth. So there you go.
Meanwhile, the cat, no qualms about snuggling for warmth with anybody.
Yep. She doesn't snuggle with Ichi, but
Xena and the cat snuggle.
they do. Yeah, so otherwise, if there's no stream on Saturday, we will see you on Tuesday at our normal stream time, 7:30, because I've given up trying to get Steve fed and at the table by 7. I don't know what we'll be playing yet. Kind of depends on if John's here and availability, but we have a list, and we're making our way through it. So, yeah, tune in Tuesday for something. Alright, awesome.
Okay, thanks all.
Good night. Have a great Thursday. And if it's Friday, have a great Friday for you. And if it's Saturday, I don't think it's Saturday anywhere in the world right now.
No.
Unless you're in the future.
If there is a approximately probably greater than 1 in 7 chance that it's Saturday, or lower than 1 in 7 chance. Depends on what day of the week people watch videos.
I think it's just a 1 in 7 chance. I think I would just say there's a 1 in 7 chance that it's a Saturday if you're watching this in the future.
Ish.
So,
I mean, maybe nobody
Who
watches
knows?
videos on Saturday.
People watch videos on Saturdays. I watch videos on Saturdays. Yeah. Ever since we got rid of Netflix. That's all I do is watch YouTube. Yeah.
Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet. Da da da. Da 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 da. Oh, what's the Alien soundtrack? I'm like. Okay, there we go. That's the sign out.